On May 12, 2024, the animation industry was changed forever. In a world of crappy cartoons, awful animation, and writing that's so bad that it could have come straight out of a monkey's booty, the cartoon community was crying out for a show that could save us from the woke apocalypse. And then, our knight in shining armor arrived. The world's greatest political mind, Ben Shapiro, and his competently run company known as the Daily Wire, joined forces to bring us Mr. Birchum, which is gonna be one of the greatest cartoons ever made. And since I'm the quintessential anti-woke cartoon tuber, you already know that I had to give the show some love. So without further ado, here's my review of Mr. Birchum. It's not the cartoon we deserve, but it's the cartoon we needed right now, RN. Okay, so the episode starts off with our hero, Mr. Birchum, stepping out of his car and taking off his sunglasses. What a badass! I want to be just like him when I grow up, except in a different career that actually pays me well and gives me respect from people instead of angry emails from brain-dead parents. And then Birchum starts talking to his black friend, which is proof that we conservatives aren't racist. Don't forget that Democrats were the ones supporting slavery. Yeah, I bet you never heard that one before. Anyway, Mr. Birchum and the Negroid run into some guy named Mr. Carponzi, who was obviously gay. I mean, just listen to his voice. It sounds like he just came back from a week-long bender at the gayest bar in the city. And you can already tell that the writing for this show is a cut above the rest. Mr. Carponzi wastes 30 seconds describing himself as a heteronormative, gender-fluid, cis-white scum, or whatever the fuck, which was really hilarious and necessary. I'm so glad that the plot decided to take a break so that I have to listen to this guy's annoying-ass pretentious voice. Silly liberals talking their asses off but never saying a goddamn thing. And then, get this, this Carponzi guy asks if he has consent to shake Mr. Birchum's hand, and Birchum, like the Chad he is, obviously says no, because who knows what kind of weird, oddball diseases this guy has. So then after that, we get some exposition that I refuse to listen to because they weren't making fun of liberals, and then we get the title sequence, which is very original and well animated, kind of like my videos. So then after that, we get a scene of Mr. Birchum having sexual thoughts about his tools, like a black man looking at any nice car. LOL, this show is already so relatable. And then Mr. Birchum starts ranting and raving about wood, which is kind of, gay. But you live and you learn. I mean, he has a wife, so he's obviously straight. Kind of like me. So anyway, the Carponzi guy comes in and starts bitching about Birchum playing a gore-filled safety movie. Here we go again. It's like liberals don't want us to have any fun. Mr. Birchum is a Chad's Chad, so he plays the video anyway. What a fucking G. I want to be just like him when I grow up. Except in a different career that doesn't involve raging coming in my classroom and acting like they know shit. So the school day is over, and we get some classic Birchum family banter at home. Mrs. Birchum, his woke wife, has apparently bought the dog some vegan dog food, a plot point that definitely wasn't stolen from The Good Family, a show that has no similarities to this one. None at all. So anyway, Mr. Birchum says that dogs are supposed to eat meat. Aha! The Chadster strikes again. I think that the Cartooniverse needs a hero that's willing to say what the others won't. Simple stuff like boys are boys and girls are girls and gender is not a social construct because me and every other based AF person says that it's not. And then we move on to the next day at school where Mr. Carponzi's scheme gets a call from a hysterical woman. Okay, first of all, why is this quote-unquote man listening to anything that this cuckoo crazy loony loco woman is saying? She's hysterical. This is the one time that we are not supposed to believe women. Well, unless they accuse me of doing something. In which case women are always lying and should not be taken seriously. So anyway, Carponzi makes it his mission to destroy Mr. Birchum, like how the Democrats are trying and failing to destroy Emperor Donald Trump. But Birchum is cut from a different cloth. No pun intended. Because he doesn't take any bullshit. If you mess up in his class, he calls you a donkey, aka a Democrat, which has gotta be one of the most devastating slurs in the human language. If you use your phone in his class, he calls you a tapped-out cuck. You speak Spanish in his class, he reminds you that in this country, we speak American. And then after that hilarious series of events, we get 5 minutes of cartoon comedy in the Birchum household. The humor here is so good that you just have to see it for yourself. You get jokes about Twitch streaming, and how weird the new generation is, and how many random women you can fuck if you join the Navy, and what to call someone who paints over wood, or All the hilarious transitions between scenes. A character will just say a sentence that's supposed to be funny, and then we just cut to the next situation. Ah! That's so fucking funny. It makes me want to merge without looking. So then after that, I kind of lost track of the plot because I guess it's just too in-depth and complex for small minds like me. But Mr. Birchum takes all the kids to his house so they can, do free labor for him? I mean, if Mr. Birchum worked in an inner-city school full of blacks, I guess this would be okay. But why is he forcing my people to do all this hard work? This is a rare Mr. Birchum out. Wah, 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 wow. Anyway, the gay liberal pansy shows up and snitches on Mr. Birchum. Well, you know what they say. Snitches get stitches and end up getting their buttholes ripped open in prison. Or, something like that. And look at this shit. He's got the Forces female on his helmet. Huh, what a cuck, am I right? So then after that, Mr. Birchum talks to the Negroid and makes a joke about how he identifies as unemployed. That's so fucking funny. I love our one singular fucking joke that we tell over and over and over again. Fuck them haters. Okay, so then some silly shit happens, and Mr. Birchum is placed in Tribunal in front of the communist cockbite cocks who run our schools. So then they bring in all of Mr. Birchum's woke students to talk shit about him, but it doesn't work because Mr. Birchum is a certified chad, and Mr. Carponzi's scheme is a woke nerd. And then Mr. Birchum gives an inspiring speech about how he teaches the kids vocational skills. Haha, fucking awesome. He may be the one good teacher in the entire country. I mean, sure, he may be pretty lax some white slavery, but nobody's perfect. And then he starts roasting everybody on the school board like a true American conservative is supposed to. Fuck those silly authority figures. They don't deserve shit. So then after that, Mr. Birchum gets suspended for 3 days. Hashtag awesome. And then he thanks his union. Unions, yeah. I mean, that's a little bit woke, but I'll accept it. And the episode ends with Mr. Birchum drinking a nice cold Coors Light. Because as we all know, Bud Light has been infiltrated by the woke brigade because of that one advertisement they made over a year ago. And with that was episode 1 of Mr. Birchum. Which I don't know the title of because I don't remember it. Not because I watched this illegally. I think Mr. Birchum has a lot of runway. And if they take just a little bit of wokeness out of the show, it could become one of the greatest cartoons ever made. Although, to be fair, with a lot of the shit that Hollywood is putting out now, it really doesn't take that much to be great. But either way, with all that said, I'm a PNG tuber, rewatching episodes 1 and 2 of Mr. Birchum over and over again like a complete fucking jackass, and signing off. Bye!